All right, so in this live stream, let's talk about cold calling. And you guys know, since you've been following me, we do a lot of cold calls, okay? So cold calling used to work, but it hasn't worked for us anymore. So we discontinued cold calling. I said probably 2 to 3 months ago, okay? We don't do cold call anymore. I mean, think about it. I don't know about you, but when I get these weird numbers, I do not answer them. I don't pick them up and I just block them, all right? But I'll share with you what marketing strategy that we're working on right now that is generating us leads and actually getting us deals and getting big payday, like the $30,000 deal that we just closed on, another $53,000 that we just closed a couple weeks ago as well. So I'm going to share with you what that is. But for me, cold calling just stopped. It just doesn't work. Maybe it's worked for some other people, but my whole thing is that you cannot do the same thing and expect to get a different result. So if it's not working, you got to shift and you got to change your marketing strategy. So now we are more focused on actually inbound leads versus outbound. Now, obviously, when you're cold calling, you're going to be able to talk to more homeowners, right? Because you're just pounding the phone, okay? But the thing is that you are spending a lot of time, wasting a lot of time with more like unmotivated seller. But now cold calling, people just don't even answer their call anymore. All right. And you're like, oh man, it must be the wrong numbers. Oh man, the list doesn't work or this doesn't work. Maybe you do have the right list. Maybe you do put in the work, but you're just doing the wrong thing, you know? And we both know that, hey, you cannot do the same thing and expect to get a different results. Because if you do, that's insanity, right? Because it's not going to happen. Okay, so we start to realize that, man, these cold calls just not working for us. And we would, our VAs would call, I don't know, man, 1,000 numbers for each one of them, 8 hours a day. So there's just so many scammers out there, right? People just don't answer calls from people they don't know. And there's so much restriction around cold calling anyway. So now this all depends on your marketing budget. If you don't have a lot of money, then you just got to do what you got to do, right? But if I were in the position where I do have the money, here's what I would do instead, okay? So now what we are doing in our business is more like text. So we do like text blasts. So think about it. I don't know about you. I do not answer number from I don't know, okay? But when I get a text message from number that I don't know, I still open. I just won't open the link that they send me. If they send me any link, do not open. Please do not open any links in emails, text message from people you don't know. Okay? So, but I do read a text. So the thing is, when you do send them a text, what do you say? Right? So you got to get straight to the point. So when we do text, we typically say, hey, my name is Blink. We're interested in buying your property located 123 Apple Streets. Okay? All cash, no real estate commission, no closing costs, hassle-free, quick closing. Bam. Hey, if you're interested in hearing what we have to offer for your property, no risk, no obligation. You need to let them know that. So basically, they will text you or call you back. Be like, hey, no risk, no obligation, cash offer, boom. You're interested, text me or call me back at this number. Now, when a seller texts you, be like, yep, I'm interested. Do not continue playing the texting game with them. Say, hey, I'll be like, hey, Derek, is this a good time for us to chat? Sam, is this a good time for us to jump on a quick call? Boom. You get on the phone ASAP. Listen, money likes speed. A lot of you, dude, you're waiting way too long. If you Google this, there is a study that you will increase the chance of you getting that deal 70% to 80%, my friend, if you pick up the call live. So they were calling in from one of your marketing, right? If you answer the phone, bam, your chance of getting that, boom, 70 to 80%. Because when they are ready, they want to talk to somebody. I don't know about you, but when I'm looking for a plumber, electrician, or whatever it is that I need, and if that person be like, yeah, if that doesn't answer, I'll call the next one. I'll call the next one. Well, that's exactly what's going to happen with these motivated sellers, especially if they're coming in from, your direct mail or your PPC, PPL. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Now we're doing text. We're doing PPL. For those of you who don't know what PPL is, it stands for pay per leads, which means you buy these leads from other company that sells them to you, motivated seller. Okay, and we do PPC, which is pay per click, which is Google ads. The other one that we're working on right now that we're doing, it's called Facebook ads. And I know some of you run it currently right now, but we're doing that. Okay, and obviously we're now doing direct mail, and we've been doing it, and the results that we've been getting is in freaking insane. So I want you to also understand this. Nobody wants to sit there 8 hours a day pound the phone. And I know some of you have a very busy schedule, right? You got 8 hours work, you got families, you got kids. Imagine if you're able to take the capital and put it into either buy the leads, put it into PPC, Facebook, or direct mail, and you just wait for these motivated homeowner to call you instead. Now, you're not going to talk to a lot of them, all right? You're not going to be able to talk to a lot, but it's quantity over, it's quality over quantity, which means imagine in a month, maybe you talk to like 20 or 30 people, seller, right? Maybe you're able to get, because from your marketing, you're talking to 20 to 30 of these sellers. But what if all you need is one of them to say yes? Just one to say yes. That is it. But these are sellers who are interested. They're the one who calling you from your marketing. They saw what you wrote on your letters. They see what you put on your postcard, you know, or they saw your Facebook ads, so they know what you want. So the reason they click on your ads is because, hey, right, it's what they are seeking for. So which means you don't talk to a lot, but these are more qualified. They're either warm or they're hot, but they're not cold. Make sense? Yes, you will get a lot of people who, you know, say, hey, take me off your list, F you, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But like I said, these are more qualified. Now, it depends on how good you are on the phone. But if you're able to talk to 20 to 30, I would say you will at least get 2 deals from either text, PPL, PPC, boop. If you can talk to 20 to 30 qualify, depending on how good you are on the phone. If it was me, I don't know, man, this number, boop, boop, right? But obviously, we have a team that does it. So you should be able to get 2 deals. If you can talk to this many people in a month from this, not from cold calling. Cold calling, dude, it's going to be volume, right? You're going to need to talk to a lot of people because most of the time we're digging through the dirt to find the diamonds. So when you get the money, honestly, it takes you to going from no deal, like you've never closed a deal before. It takes you going from a no deal to closing that first deal. That's when proof of concept comes in. Your confidence, your belief will skyrocket, which means now you will be more patient. Because I know some of you right now, you haven't closed a deal yet and you're impatient because you don't know if it actually work. Like you don't know if your direct mail work. You don't know if your Facebook ad work. You don't know if your PPC work. You don't know if your text blast work. So you're getting impatient. You're trying to rush the process. You're like, oh man, it doesn't work. And so you jump and you try something else. My whole thing is when you try something, give it at least 60 to 90 days. Give it at least 60 to 90 days, my friend. Right? Anything longer than this, then obviously you're just wasting time. You're wasting money. Okay? So but nothing's going to give you results in 30 days. Right? I mean, after 60 to 90 days, it should give you a nice matrix, right? That you would be able to see, okay, this is how many calls I'm getting from this. This is working. It's generating me leads. I'm actually getting, you know, warm lead, motivated seller calling me. Like you should know. But in 30 days, those 30 days is just for planning, setting up, and planting the seeds. You're just planting the seeds, right? And some of you, man, you're giving up on wholesaling just 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I don't know about you, but nobody I know built a successful real business in 30, 60, or 90 days. It takes time. We're here to build a real business. We're building an empire. So you cannot expect to build it in 30, 60, or 90 days. So which means it's lack of commitment, lack of confidence, lack of work ethic, lack of determination. And then you see something else, and you boom, you jump into another shiny object, thinking that's the one that's going to get you rich in 30, 60, or 90 days. And I'm telling you, if that is your mindset, if that is your attitude, you will forever run around in a circle, in a hamster wheel. Ask me how I know. I mean, I was just like you. 15 years ago, when I first before I got into real estate, Lon and I tried it. Dude, we tried so many things. And we saw this, we jumped there, we see, boop, boop, boop. That's when I realized, dude, it's not it. Right? Every business will take work. You keep on doing the same thing. It will get to the point where it will get hard, and you got to break through the hard. You got to break through the wall and keep going. And that's how you succeed. And that's why when I got into wholesaling, I knew, like looking back at my past, I was like, dude, all of this shit doesn't work. Like I thinking, oh man, this is going to get me out of, this is going to get me out of escape my job, right? Just maybe some of you who are watching. And then I realized that, dude, Khang, you got to commit, dude. You got to find one, just go all in. And that's when we decided, just to go all in with real estate, because, real estate created the most millionaires. And that's why. But anyways, so commit, okay? And listen, this is the last quarter of 2025. And I want to remind you again that it only takes one deal, one good month for you to make more money than you ever make in the last 9 months. Let me share this with you. So my goal is by the end of the year, okay? I want to stack away at least another $500,000, like net, in my pocket, not gross, all right? If this was gross, it's no bueno. $500,000, but my other one is I want to do one deal, just one big deal that can make me $150,000. And you might watch this, you'll be like, oh man, that's impossible. Whether you think it's possible or impossible, either way, you're right. But remember the guy who said, hey, how are we going to go to the moon? The will to do so. And here we are, man, sending people to the moon like nothing. But for me, because I have done it before, we've done a deal where we made $143,000. We've done another deal where I made $212,000. So I know it's possible. So which means I know the deal is out there. It's out there. I just got to keep on marketing to be able to find them. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So here's now we're going to go back. Okay. Focus more on, if you have the capital, I would rather focus more on inbound and just relax. Go on your day, do your thing, do whatever it is you need to do. But here's what I would do if I were you. I would really focus on my script, mastering my script. Because when you get on the phone with the seller, when they call you from your marketing, you got to understand this is your hard-earned working money that you're spending. But when you're on the phone, you don't know what to say. You don't have to qualify them. You don't have to negotiate. You will lose out on the deal. You will lose out on the deal. Okay? So which means always, my friend, always work on your craft. Always work on your skills. Okay? Skills is what pays the bills. There's a saying that it takes 10,000 hours to master a certain skill. So I jump on a call with one of my academy students. Okay? Dude, he got 3 JOB. Okay? You guys need to understand this. He got 3 JOB. Dude, working harder ain't going to make you rich. It ain't going to make you rich. Okay? So there was one job in there that he was working, that he was making $80 an hour. Okay? And he worked for 4 hours a day. So at the end of the month, he made an extra $1,000. And he told me, he's like, hey, Khang, I'm going to take this $1,000. I said, do you need it? He said, I don't, but this one extra $1,000 allow me to put in the SP 500. I said, bro. I said, come on, man. Shit. Listen. I said, bro, if you thinking this is going to get you rich, going to get you escape from your JOB in 1 to 5 years, forget it, bro. Like this SP 500, dude, that's a long-term play. And you're not going to get rich with your baby money putting in there. Now, if you wait until you're 65 to 75, yes. But I said, dude, how soon do you want to escape the rat race? How soon do you want to escape the job, buy back your time, and have the freedom to spend the time with your families, travel the world, do the thing that you want to do? He said, Khang, as soon as possible. I said, that's right. How about we make it in the next 12 months? So I said, if you can make $25,000 a month in the next 12 months, would that be good enough? 1 year, he said, dude, you can get rid of all the jobs and just focus on your wholesaling business, making $25,000 a month, working from anywhere. Would that set you free? He said, yes. Then I said, why are you worrying about the baby money? Because now he's spending all his time on these 3 jobs. He barely have any time to put in his wholesaling business. And I said, bro, you're stepping over dollars for pennies. You see, if he would have never got into the academy and get on that call with me, he would have continued to do the same thing. And years after years after years, he'll still be stuck at that 3 jobs, grinding on that hamster wheel. Sometimes it takes somebody from the outside to look in and say, bro, dude, you're not playing the game right. Okay? So I said, why don't you take that 4 hours that you're going to make $1,000 a month, bro? Get rid of this because you don't need it. But you need that 4 hours. Because we all know, dude, time equal money. But you need to put it in the right vehicle that can actually get you rich. So I said, dude, that $1,000 ain't going to get you rich, bro. So you need to take that 4 hour, bro, and put it into your wholesaling business instead. 4 hours a day. That's it, dude. It'll change the game for you. And there you go. Okay? So I need you guys, like, it's not about working multiple jobs, you know? And it's not about having multiple business. Here's another thing that I point out. And I hope that by sharing this, that it'll put you on the right track. Okay? Here's another thing that I want you to understand. I have students who have multiple business. Like, not just jobs, multiple business, right? And that's not it. I said, dude, how much do you want to make? He said, well, Khang, if I can get to, 20,000 a month, bro, dude, I think I'm good. And this is what I said. I said, dude, but it only takes you one business, bro. It only takes one business to get to 20,000 a month. So why you worry about 3? Why you worry about 4? Oh, you're trying to build multiple stream of income? It only takes one stream. Most self-made millionaire I know became a millionaire with one stream of income. They found one business that they want to build, and they go freaking all in. And then once they became a millionaire from that business, then they start to diversify. Now that they got money, now you really have money, then you diversify. But otherwise, dude, if it only takes one business, why would you need 5? Why would you need 4? Why would you need 10? Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? So let's just say your goal is to 50,000 a month. It still only take one business. If you want to make 100,000 a month, it still only take one business. Ask me how I know. I'm here. $100,000 a month. I don't talk about this because I know this is a big number for a lot of you if you're new into the game, right? So that's why I always use the 25,000 a month, because honestly, I don't care what city, what state you're in, but 25,000 a month, you can live a very comfortable life. You can travel a couple times a year. You can take your family, pay for the meal, take care of them. $25,000 a month, it's a good income, even in today's economy. Now, if you're making 10, you're New York, California, you're not going to make it. But I think at 25, that's $300,000 a year. I'm talking about net, not gross, net in your pocket. I think that's good for starting, right? Like, imagine if you can make this in the next 12 months. Comment in the chat, let me know. If you can make 25,000, spending 1 year of building a wholesaling business, and you can make $25,000 a month, that sets you free. And then obviously from here, then you can scale on to the next 50, 100K, right? But anyways, you need to understand, it only takes one business. So why are you building multiple? And every single time you need to understand that energy flow where focus goes. And whatever you put your most attention and focus on, that's right. That is where the money is going to grow. Okay? So when you take your attention, you diversify it into too many different things, all of those business just making you crumbs. Crumbs. You might make 1,000 here, 2,000 here, 3,000 here, but then you're also working like a mad dog. Because every single business require your effort, require your attention, require your focus, require your time. So now instead of working maybe just 2 or 3 hours a day, focus on one business, right? Now you're like 3 hour here, 3 hour here. Now you're working like 12 hours a day. So the goal is not just to work harder, my friend. It's to work smarter. How can you work less and make more money? Is it possible? I can tell you right now. I used to think that millionaires are like super busy and they always work all the time, but I was wrong. Until I became one, I realized that, dude, they have a lot of time. They just choose to take the time to spend doing the thing they want to do. So they're busy doing the things they want to do. So you asked me, Khang, how many hours you work a day? Not much. But are you busy? Yes. Law and I go for a walk. Now after this, I'm going to go for a gym for like an hour. After that, Law and I are going to go home and eat. She might want to go Seattle, go shopping. That's an hour and a half drive, you know, or she might want to go for a 2-hour walk, right? Or we might want to take our dogs to the park. I don't know, right? I'm busy doing the thing that I want to do. But work-wise, not much. But I make more money than I ever made when I was working 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Make sense? So you think that they're busy, but they're not. They're just working smarter. Like my employee is just grinding right now. Okay, so also too in our wholesaling business, we have changed a lot. So now we have we have AI Alex. So we have AI Alex that Lon has built. Dude, she is a freaking beast. If you never listen to her call, you can learn so much just by listening to Alex's phone call with these sellers. Okay, I posted on my Instagram, posted on my Facebook. Okay, but just by listening to her, I have learned so much from her because she's AI. She is her own individual intelligent. Yes, we prompt her with the script, but when she talks to enough seller, dude, she will come up with more creative ways to overcome some of the objection where I'll be like, damn, dude, sounds way better than I did. But now we got AI Alex. So now my team went from 7. I used to have 7 VAs that works in my wholesaling business. Dude, now we're down to just 4. We're down to just 4, but we're still printing that dinero, okay? Dude, because we got AI Alex. She works around the clock. She's taking calls right now. So we spend a lot of times on our marketing, right? PPC, PPL, and then the VA just upload the list, and then she calls. You know, I mean, that's a follow-up. So we don't do like outbound reach anymore. We just do inbound and follow-up. And Alex, she does it all. Dude, she's a badass, man. And yes, when I post it, I get people criticize. She sounds AI-ish. She doesn't sound human. Okay, well, you're so good. How many deals have you done? You see, for me, it all comes down to its results. I don't care about your talk. Talk is cheap. Result. If you say, oh, Alex AI doesn't sound good, she sounds AI-ish, she's not going to be able to do any deals, she's not going to be able to set an appointment, then how can you then tell me? We closed an appointment that she set, okay, for 30 G's. Already with Alex, we have made over $100,000 with her already. So I don't care about what you say. I care about its results. If you are so good, you're like, oh, she doesn't sound good, she doesn't sound human, how many deals have you closed? If the answer is none, then obviously you suck. Right? So which mean, do I rather give you a shot taking these calls, or should I just give it to Alex, the AI? It's a no-brainer. So for me, it all comes down to results. I don't care what people say, is result. Now, for those of you who's like, Khang, okay, she doesn't sound good, she doesn't sound that, right? And yes, I have closed deal. Okay, great. Well, how many hours do you spend qualifying the seller? How many hours? Do you want to continue working 8, 10 hours a day qualifying the seller? Or would you just rather give it to AI Alex and let her handle it? And yes, maybe you might miss out on one deal. Okay? But now you get to buy back 8 hours of your time. What is 8 hours worth to you? So which means, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm okay. You cannot get everything anyway. You're trying to get everything, you can't. Let somebody else have it. For me, it's about, hey, I work less. My overhead reduced because I got Alex. No training, no hiring, no time off, no vacation pay, no sick leave. Dude, Shalon takes her and plug into your business and she's ready to go day one. No downtime. You know, before that, when you guys asked me, Khang, would you, I'm new into the game, and I have the capital, and I want to hire VAs. And my answer has always been no. No. Because you know why? Because you don't even know how to talk. How are you going to train your VA up to do it? So I has always been no, dude. Save your money and learn it yourself. But I'm different now. Now with AI Alex, it's like taking me and plug me into your business. She's already been trained. It's like taking me and plug me into your business. So the answer is yes now. Because you don't need to train. The AI already know, Alex already know how to filter and qualify the seller like a pro. And I'm telling you, dude, I don't care how good you think you are, even me. I'm not as confident in me as I am in Alex. When you hear her, I told Lon when I first heard her, and obviously Lon went through almost 100 times of adjusting her and fixing her and tweaking her. Dude, she's still always under construction, but man, I'm just, like with her now, dude, I have way more confidence in the AI versus the VA that we train. I'm just 100% honest. Anyways, but I'm telling you, AI is here to stay, and it's not going anywhere. And it's only going to get more and more and more powerful, which means I don't care what business you're in, but it will be disrupted by AI. It will be disrupted and get disrupted by AI. So you either learn how to use it, leverage it to empower your business, or your business will get wiped out and you will go out of business because of AI. Okay, so which means now with AI, we were able to cut down our overhead by $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. So even if I do one less deal, I still save $10,000. But don't have to worry about the hassle of training, hiring, firing, letting go, all of that. Make sense? So anyways, that's kind of our game plan right now with our wholesaling business heading into 2026, right? There's a lot of changes that's coming out, and you just got to stay on top of it. You got to stay on top of it. Jordan says, so what's the software for AI? Jordan, so you can go to AI Dream Team, DREAM, dreamteam.io. So that is, Dream Team, okay? I don't know if you can see that, but it's AI dreamteam.io, Jordan. Now, Jordan, if you're in my school community, you will get a 20% off. But if you're not in my school community, then it's going to be full price. Okay, so let's talk about this, okay? So for those of you who is new into the game or getting into the game, and you want to learn how to close your first or your next deal, but you don't want to spend, you don't have, thousands of dollars to get into my academy or other coaching program, okay? Here's what I got for you. This is what I built, and the reason I built this is I built this for you. For those of you who say, Khang, I want to get into wholesaling, man. I'm ready to rock and roll, and watching you, dude. I'm ready to lock in, dude, and I'm ready to crush this last quarter with you, okay? But I don't have a huge, humongous capital, but I want to get into the game. Then this is the reason I created my school community. I'll give you everything that you need, which means I'll give you the contract, the exact contract that I use. I'll give you the script, which means I'll show you how to talk, how to negotiate like a badass, okay? I'll also give you, obviously, the step-by-step virtual wholesaling course. I'm just scribbling. I'll also give you a private community that you can network, ask questions, and do deals with. YouTube family, you can check the link in my description, or just go here. Go to school.com/WTM club. Now, Facebook family, all you need to do is comment or DM me the word school, and I'll send you the link. The info's there. The choice is up to you. Okay. So hold on a second. Let me post it here. Okay. So YouTube family, right there. School.com/WTM club. Now, for those of you who be like, hey, Khang, how can I work directly with you and your team? So this is more like a hands-on mentorship. Now, this is not for everybody because it's a higher ticket, okay? But if you like, oh, I want to work with you and your team, I want to work directly with you where we have live classes. This is holding your hands and walking you through every step of the way, okay? YouTube, all you need to do is go to coach, right here, go to coachwithkhang.com. Facebook family, all you need to do is comment or DM me the word mentor. The info's there. The choice is yours. I honestly wish you the best, and I need you to understand this, okay? Information does not equal transformation. Knowledge without execution does not change your bank account. And you need to figure out, find a vehicle that can get you to financial freedom. For me, it's wholesaling real estate. But it will take time. So you have to be patient. But you also got to take massive action. Because nothing works if you don't. Dreams don't work unless you do. Okay? So Facebook family, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to say thank you so much. Until next time, take care. And let's go get this money. Okay, so we're going to wrap up Facebook here. Okay. All right, YouTube family, I just want to chat with you few things here. So Andrew said, this is a great question, okay? This is a great question. Let's answer this one. Andrew said this is a perfect scam. So Andrew said this is a perfect scam. But it's okay to work at a JO to B until he's 65. That's not a scam at all. Going to college, getting pitched going to college, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars getting into student loans, waste 4 to 8 years to go to college to get a piece of paper that don't even make you a millionaire. And you have to wait until you're 65 to pay it off. So that's like the traditional, what they're feeding you. And that's not a scam. But it's okay. You know, when I first started this 15 years ago, I saw some guy on YouTube. And I said the same thing that Andrew said. This must be a scam. This got to be another get rich quick. I'm not going to fall for this. So he was holding a check, a $30,000 check, and a contract and a piece of paper like this. And he said, hey, I only work a few hours a day, and I make $30,000 a month. And I said, no way, dude. This no way. But at the time, I was so tired of my current situation. I did not want to clock in, clock out until I was 65. So I was like, man, you know what? Screw it. Let me see if it's just this guy or other people are actually making money from this. Okay? And then I started to see other people were doing deals, were closing deals. And that's when I realized that, man, this is true. Now, once again, whether you think this is possible or impossible, either way, you're right. Whether you think this is a scam or not a scam, either way, you're right. But only one will make you rich, my friend. So I decided to go down, saw all the people did it. I paid $7,000 to go to a 3-day seminars. They taught me less than what I teach you in this free YouTube video. All they taught me was cold call Craigslist. I did it anyway. But that seminar has led me to meeting my mentor. Pay over $100,000 for mentorship. People thought I was crazy. Same thing like Andrew. Thinking, oh man, Khang, you just got scammed. But you know what? I didn't care about the noise. Say whatever you say, because all I care about, my friend, is results. Unless Andrew has the bank account that I want, he's living the life that I want, making the kind of money that I want. Sorry, dude. Your word has nothing to do, will not affect me, will not affect my decision. You either go along with the crowd Or you rather be like, you know what, dude? You go that way, I'm going to go this way. The road that few people walk on. Do you want to be a leader or you want to be a follower? You want to carve your own path or you want to follow the 97%? Wake up, clock in, clock out, go home, weekends, Netflix, chill, back on Monday, grind, Friday. I don't know about you, but I did that for 8 years and I was sick and tired of it and I was done. And that led me, after 6 months, hired my mentor, got my first deal. And then from that moment on, I thought I got lucky until I closed another one and another one and another one. And here I am today, 15 years later. But I do want you to understand that this is not going to happen in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, sometime even a year. But I do believe that if you have the right training, you have the right resource, the right training, the right guidance, with the determination, the work ethic, and the commitment, there's no way that within 12 months, you cannot make at least $100,000 from wholesaling. Minimum. Like I cannot. Because all you really need to make $100,000 from wholesaling is this. It's honestly not that hard. It's this. It's this. Okay? So for you to make $100,000, all you need to do is divide it by 4, 25K. So every quarter, so every 3 months, all you really need is you just need one deal, okay, that can make you $25,000. That's it. That's all you needed. 3 months, close one deal that can make you 25K, and all you need to do that is 4 times a year, my friend, and you can make an extra $100,000. And I truly believe, full confident, that if you have the work ethic, now listen, the right training, the right guidance, okay, the work ethic, the commitment, and the determination, that in 12 months, that you can make an extra $100,000 wholesaling real estate. I'm not talking about full-time. I'm talking about something you can do part-time. If you can give 8 hours of your life to somebody else, you should be able to give 4 hours out of your life a day to work on your wholesaling business to make an extra $100,000. And if you can't even do that, my friend, you don't have what it takes. If you're like, oh man, that's a lot of hours, that's a lot of work, that's too much, then just stick to this. It's not going to get any real than what I just tell you. If you're not willing to sacrifice for your freedom will be the ultimate sacrifice. You will be locking in, clocking in that 9 to 5 until you're 65. Nothing worth having comes easy, my friend. This takes work. I'm not going to lie. It takes work. But you know what? Hard work pays off. I became a millionaire at the age of 32. You know, I'm 41 now. So what, 9 years? 9 years. I've been waking up whenever I want. No more alarm clock. Do whatever I want, whenever, wherever, and with whoever that I want. In the middle of the day, Lon and I went for a two-hour walk while other people are sitting in their office grinding away. And maybe that's you. And maybe you have to make the sacrifice now to escape that. And then one day you'll be able to tell people the story. And then Andrew came on and said, hey, that's a scam. Up to you, man. The info's there. The choice is yours. Until next time, take care, YouTube family. And let's go get this money. I'm out.